Hello, everyone. I hope you're having an excellent day, whether you're on the VOD or live. So, today, let me just make sure everything is good with the stream. Okay. Okay. Let's go. So, I hope the mic is good because I worked it out prior to the stream. But yeah, I've been working on this for I think about 8 hours, and it's been interesting. Here, let me move my mic a little bit so I can see the chat. It's been very interesting because I haven't spent this much recently. I've been spending more time on artworks, and it's been really nice. It's been really nice to see the fruits of my labor, y'all. But yeah, I'm trying to do the hair right now, mostly because I love drawing hair. It's I try to have it as the last step because it's a little treat. Hi Funk McLovin, how you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. But yeah, I try to have hair as the last step, just because it's a little treat. It's a little cookie. I get to have rendered hair as a little treat. Based MTT music. Yeah, I usually play Undertale music for streams because one, it's Toby Fox, I believe, lets people I hate bugs. Lets people use it for YouTube, which is really based. I fucking love how he does that because I'm not trying to pay for non-copyrighted music that I don't like. I usually have fire crackling, which I do like a lot, but I heard from my friend Ophi that it basically sounds like knuckles cracking sometimes, and I find that to be horrifying. A horrifying prospect. Yeah, because it's so quiet, you know what I mean? But yeah, remember to like the stream. I'm gonna stream for I think about 2 hours, so I'm really excited for that. I have not streamed in a hot minute, but I'm trying to be more active on YouTube. And but yeah, I mean, I really love YouTube. I just had a lot of personal stuff, so I kind of wanted to clear up why I've been a little bit gone. Also, I hope you guys like the trailer for my next video. I hate saying trailer because it makes me sound so the BG audio have the scream from the Boa Crusher. I don't know any of those words, Funk. I must tell you, but I trust you enough. I trust you enough for that to be appropriate. Femur breaker, literally, dude, literally. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I've been OMG, hi Sunny, hi. It's good to see you, Orange Juice Enjoyer. It's good to see you. Always on my streams. #1 Sunny Head. But yeah, I've been trying to be more active because I genuinely do love YouTube. A lot of personal stuff happened. I moved apartments actually, so that nobody ever tells you how hard it is to move. Well, I guess they did, but I did not listen. That's the thing. Nobody ever tells you, hey, moving apartments is going to be a pain in the butt. I don't know if I can say the other word, but nobody ever tells you that, and I'm just talking out of my ass. Oh, whoops. But yeah, definitely. I mean, with all of that, it's just really nice to be more active on social media because, like, oh, I hope the move went right. It actually really did. I know my walls don't look as spectacular as usual because usually I have like prints all the way up the wazoo. But trust me, in the living room, because I actually have a 1-bedroom apartment. I know this is not art related, by the way. This is like not in any way, shape, or form art related, but it's my stream. So basically, I have all my prints in the living room, which I spend most of my time in there. Like, I sleep in this room, and that's about it. And I draw in this room, which I love doing. Drawing my beloved also. I heard this, like, I heard this metaphor for drawing from a YouTuber. I forget which one, but I think it was production something. But it was like drawing and creating is like a stroke of like being struck down by like the heavens, and this is so little pretentious, but I love it. And trying to fight with that idea for the next like how many ever hours. And I found that a good interior decorating can count as art. I agree. I agree. I find that really potent because, like, yeah, you have to fight with your art at least a little bit, in order for it to be like good in your eyes. I think I'm gonna add more highlights to this. I know, I love me some highlights. But yeah, for this one, I wanted like a dragon. Oh, here, I should share the whole thing. I've just been like zoomed the fuck in. But I wanted a dragon to be like fighting this princess. And I've been doing a few other illustrations with this. I'm probably going to share it sometime on here because I'm cooking. I don't care what anyone else says. I am cooking. A little bit is underselling it a bit. I forget what I said to be in response to that, but that's so true. Oh yeah, I said the struggling thing. Yeah, I mean, like, with art, you kind of, OMG, wait, that's awesome. Yeah, I had it for the thumbnail, and I think, I really like it. I think, like, I spent, like, 9.5 hours on it. Because, like, it took a lot. Like, I didn't know if I was gonna render this, to be quite fair. Because, like, it is pretty complicated, but I'm glad I did. I'm glad I am. Because, like, I don't know. I think, like, most things look better rendered and, like, painted, but that's just personal taste, to be honest. And, like, at some point you gotta, I switched topics so fast, by the way. But at some point you have to say, like, you know what? This is my personal taste. It's okay if it's not everyone's. But, oh, I love this song, by the way. But yeah, I feel like with my newest video, I'm actually, working on, that topic where it's like, you know that meme where it's like, well, that's just your opinion, bro. I'm kind of working on that, like how like newer art, not just like modern art, but like newer art in general is not shitty. You know, because I feel like a lot of people see it as such, and I'm gonna be focusing on really like digital artists and social media artists rather than like museum art, which, like, I feel like is a little more like in my wheelhouse because I really love modern art. But at the end of the day, I want the video to be really I feel you on switching topics a lot. I can't even get the idea straight in my head. Literally. The thing is, on streams, it's like a little bit like the chat rate is a little bit like slow. So if I'm like I'm not ignoring anyone's input. It's literally just like it's delayed is what I'm trying to say. Here, let me just gotta retweet on Blue Sky. By the way, this is like final details. But but yeah. I feel like yeah, for like modern art and stuff, I want to more focus on the what I'm more familiar with, which is like the whatchamacallit, the digital art sphere online, because I feel like that's more focused rather than doing all types of new art. There's a lot of new art movements, right? And I feel like if I focused on all of them, that would be a very long is a word and a little bit disorganized video that a better YouTuber could probably do. And that's not self-degradation, deprivation. Damn, I can't find that word. That's not like being down on myself. It's more just like I'm noticing that longer videos are really hard for me to make, especially when I'm juggling more topics. And yeah, I mean, I know my strength is in editing, like I understand, completely understand that, and I'm really working on my writing, and that's not like a bad thing in my opinion. It's more just like it's more just like a bud I'm growing, like a flower. And I mean, like, I don't have to be like super smart to make YouTube videos. I feel like I used to feel like I would have to be the super smart video essayist that knows everything, when in reality you can just fucking do it. not to be simplistic, but when I started, like, and I'm still very in the infancy of, ooh, that's genuinely a great idea for the video. I remember in past streams, yeah, we talked a bit about how underappreciated artists are. And I honestly find that to be worse with digital artists. Yeah, I do. Yeah, for my video, I put out a trailer, and I put it out partially to cause hype, because like I'm really excited about it, but partially because it is the funniest intro I think I've ever had. It's like, I really think this one is going to be really good, and I know that's like cheesy because I say that with every video, but I think that's a testament to like I really love making these. And yeah, I feel like digital artists are really underappreciated, especially with the rise of AI. I won't be exactly getting into AI images in my video, just because I feel like it may be a little oversaturated of a topic. And that's not to say like it should be oversaturated in the art community. Like, we should be talking about it, because I really dislike it when art is devalued and artists get kicked out of jobs in lieu of real art. And but like, I also find it like, whenever an artist starts talking about AI, I feel like it's sometimes a lot of the same points. which like isn't a bad thing in my opinion. It just gets a little bit homogeneous, I think it's called. Listen, I'm not the best at words. But I love doing hair. I should do hair more often. Anyways. But like, I know it should be said, but it's said a lot at this point. What else should I do? Oh, I should do the horns, probably. But yeah. And otherwise, I am making the argument that recent art, the master, quote-unquote, master artists, whatever the fuck that means, did not go away. They just, like, evolved. And art has just changed a lot. But also at the same time, sometimes it didn't. I know, like, we're talking specifically about Renaissance art. And I know, like, a good few artists that do hyper-realism in similar styles to Renaissance artists. And I personally find some, like, artists, in my opinion, that are on the level of Renaissance artists. I feel you on having felt like you needed to be super smart to make videos. I want to make videos so badly, but the feeling has led me to being on my third. That's so funny. No, I wouldn't say funny. Hi, Sunny, dropping in for a bit. Hi, Sad Fox. It's super good to see you. Especially since I know you from Uffy streams, I believe. And my streams, I think. Thank you. It's super nice to see you, too. But Orange Juice Enjoyer, I absolutely agree. My encouragement would be, like, nobody is gonna... I feel like nobody is going to yell at you yet. Because honestly, like, I built my confidence by dropping a few videos, and people really like hype smaller creators up a lot. And it's not the best to like depend on viewers to hype you up, especially when you're first starting videos. But I would say it is easier to like for people to appreciate your videos when you are smaller. I believe Super iPatch Wolf talked about this in a recent stream, and I found it to be really eye-opening. Like, when you because I'm not a big creator at all. Like, I want to caveat that AI is a really complex topic and deserves to be talked about, but it has been talked about a lot. It's kind of hard to make new points on it. Exactly. And also, it's like Super iPatch Wolf gave me some really good insight. Like, once you get really big, the people who still love you will still be there, but it's much easier for kind of haters, for lack of a better term, haters to like, it's much easier for them to punch up than it is for them to punch down. You feel me? Because, like, I'm not trying to say that, like, all my feedback has been positive, but there's a good, like, most of it has been, and I'm really appreciative of that. Like, honestly, I didn't expect people to watch, much less, like, really enjoy it. And I know, like, a lot of YouTubers say that, but, like, when I started making videos about 3 months ago, hold on, I'm checking something. When I started making videos, I think it was like, actually, it was last trimester. So that would be November. I started making videos in November, and it is now March. I'm gonna give you a secret. I don't know the months. the order of the months. That's where we're at. First of all. So if I don't know the order of the gosh darn months, I think you can do it. I truly do. I think anyone can make YouTube videos, for better or for worse. Super iPatch Will's video on, influencer courses, which is really about content creation, was very eye-opening for me as a viewer and not a content creator. His point about hitting 1 million subscribers, and I'm sure you're going to finish that thought. I really love his videos. Like, I highly recommend it to, like, anyone, period. And feeling the same afterwards and being disappointed hit so close to home about other goals I have for myself and feeling empty after I reach them. Oh, definitely. Like, by the way, here's the current illustration. Just letting you guys know for new viewers to the stream. But like, I think I'm gonna have a white in here. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. But I completely agree. Like, feeling that's actually really encouraging, and I never really saw it from that perspective. I guess I just held myself to too high of a standard. Yeah, I mean, like, I hate to say this, but one of the things that really helped me was lowering my expectations of what I can do. I have a few learning disabilities, and I would say two. I have 2 learning disabilities, and that makes it really hard that makes learning an obstacle, to be honest, a hurdle that I have to overcome. And I can't do the hair. I want to do the hair though. But that kind of makes learning an obstacle at many times for YouTube and for school. So I learned to be like, okay, it's hard for me to learn, so I can't hold myself to a incredibly high standard. And I know that sounds self-degrading, but it really isn't. Like, I genuinely love creating, and I know my strengths, but I also know what I can work on. Like, and I think not knowing what you need to work on is a flaw, but it's not one that I've never experienced. You know what I mean? And I had a friend who I sent one of my videos to, because I send my friends some of my videos, friends I trust. Knowing your limitations is important. Yeah, I completely agree. I sometimes send my friends my videos. Not very occasionally, but like sometimes. And one of them really didn't like it. And I think that just jumped from one stream to another. Hi, how you doing, Cataclysm? It's good to see you. I'm glad, thank you. But what was I saying? My friend really didn't like my video, and she tried to say it in a very nice way. And that really woke me up to like, hey, I need to work on like a lot of my writing. And not in like a way that was kind, that tried to be kind. But at the same time, it was kind of a wake-up call of like, wow, my writing may not, I kind of fell into my own hype a little bit, because you guys are so nice, like genuinely, that for a little bit, it gave me like a little big head, and I didn't realize that it was happening, and it's hard to not, it's hard when you're getting such great feedback and you're getting nice people and everyone, like a lot of people, especially on the trans video, especially on videos that genuinely like get maybe a little bit too many people to see them, and they're being so nice and everything that like it's hard not to be unhumble. And I'm not trying to say like I'm a big creator. I'm not like at all. Like I'm not trying to compare myself to Super Eye Patch Wolf. He's on another level. I think we've accomplished this. I think we've reiterated that. But at the same time, oh yeah, I have a few learning disabilities as well, as you know, and it's sometimes a bit hard to separate my strengths and weaknesses from the neurotypical people in my life. Exactly. That's very true. Like, that's extremely true. I really relate to that. Because like I struggle a lot more with understanding more basic concepts, like instructions. I didn't know babies had fingernails until like 2 days ago. Let's be clear. Drew Gooden said in a video once that he makes his best videos after feeling incompetent. LOL. When he makes a video that is really good, he says his ego gets the best of him and he makes what he thinks is shoddy content. Yeah, I like Drew Gooden, by the way. I think he's a wonderful creator. One thing that one YouTuber that like honestly didn't really hit with me that you reminded me of was not Drew Gooden. It was Curtis Connor. He seems like a lovely man. Like I have to reiterate that. He seems lovely. I just really I don't like his work, and I hate to say that because again, he seems so nice. But it feels like just the skits never hit with me. It feels it just sometimes the skits just ran on, and like I stopped watching his videos because I didn't really vibe with it, but it took me a while to be like, oh, I don't vibe with these videos, but it's like okay, I get it, I get that his videos never clicked with me. Yeah. And like it kind of sucks because I hate like liking a YouTuber personality and like thinking I could have a beer with him, sure, but also like saying, you know what, I don't think this is funny. Not in the like offensive way. In the like I don't know. But yeah, I hope like I honestly hope one thing that like genuinely does bother me a little bit, and the people who watch my streams probably are not haters who say this, but some people really don't like my voice. And I realized that I get that. Oh yeah. I realized that like I was putting on not a show. Well, yeah, kind of a show. It was really hard for me to talk normally into a mic. And I think that's partially because, no, I get that. I feel like his skits go on for too long and aren't even that funny, yeah. Danny Gonzalez sometimes make me feel the same way. Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And I feel like it's part of like my learning kind of disability where like it's really hard for me to recite things. So I would rewatch my videos. I'm not that familiar with him, but for other YouTubers I don't click with, I feel bad for not liking them sometimes, even when they have so many subscribers. Yeah, I agree. Like yeah, if you're not a bad person, I don't want you to lose subscribers. Like if you're not making actively harmful content, I don't like, I like drama YouTubers, right? I really love some art drama, like low stakes art drama. Mwah. And at the same time, it's like, I understand that it's a little bit of slop. But I think that's okay. Like, if you're not harming anyone, if you're just reporting on low stakes stuff, I find that perfectly fine. I don't think everything needs to be intellectual. That being said, a lot of it's become a little bit of like there's a lot of slop on YouTube. Oof, who remembers Creepshow Art? Oh my god. I feel like Creepshow Art has come up a couple times in the streams, which is interesting. Y'all remember Creepshow Art? Oh, I used to like her videos, I'm not even gonna lie. And I've been, like, after her, like, fallout, I've been really trying to, like, be more critical of who I watch. Because, like, that was ridiculous. Oh boy, how could I forget Creepshow Art? Damn, that was brutal. That's, like, that's genuinely the most I've ever seen someone canceled. And in a honestly good way, because she wasn't really a kind person in my opinion, like, and plus the stalking was weird. Like the stalking really turned me off in the end. I used to like her videos too. It was such a shit show. OMFG. Lowkey was sad for that. Yeah, I was kind of like, I genuinely like the actual horrific stuff, like the stalking. I was not enjoying. That being said, I forget like the majority of it, but the stuff with Peaches, oh my god. I don't know how to get into this. It created a domino effect, in my opinion, of like that lasted years. Creepshow Art was the catalyst for so much drama, and it's okay. I used to watch Illuminati. Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page. I used to watch Illuminati a lot too. Not Illuminati. Yeah, literally. Because like, I don't know. There's some creators that I try to feel safe with because they say they're a leftist and they promote like leftist values. Like James Somerton. Oh my god, don't get me started. Also, this is not a drama channel, I must say. That being said, on streams I'm a little bit more like loose with it. A little more fast and loose with what I talk about. But basically, yeah, with Illuminati, it was explosive. And none of the drama channels I've seen, like, really talk about how her content was plagiarized and really slop. So I think that's really interesting. Because H Bomber Guy, who was the main source for a lot of the Illuminati, I think I'm just gonna, there we go. For a lot of Illuminati expose, called out drama channels a lot. I thankfully have much better media literacy now, but some of her content I used to watch in hindsight was black. Yeah, I agree. Like, especially the, I don't want to get into the more serious stuff about, like, the lawsuit, and, like, her actions towards her past friends. I think that's a little heavy. That being said, the plagiarism stuff with James Somerton and Illuminati was really egregious to me because they both really promoted semi-leftist values with a question mark. And it really was saddening because it was like these creators that I felt safe with and that I really, like, I would watch their videos and I would be like, okay, I'm not gonna see any like bigoted stuff except for James Somerton, which I should have caught. Like, he was very misogynistic looking back on it, and I, you know, like, there's really no excuse for the viewer to, like, for me to not catch that, especially as a man. And, like, I don't know. James Somerson stealing from smaller queer creators was what got me, honestly. How disgusting, yeah, how disgusting do you have to be to steal from your own community? Completely agree. Because, like, he would put, like, dramatic music on all of his stuff, and it would be like, all right, dude, chill out. You're not bell hooks. That's good. You're not a genius. I don't know. By the way, for new people, here's the full illustration. Y'all. I'll be posting it on Blue Sky soon. I mean, I already posted part of it, so I'll like repost my illustrations with like 2 things changed, and people are really nice about it. So that's nice. People aren't like, hey, you repost too much, because I would be afraid of that, like people being mean. I genuinely, like, sometimes I don't think I'm cut out for like YouTube, because I have such a tender heart, like, and that's a good thing and a bad thing, I think, because I get a lot of like empathy. I try to see people's side, and at the same time, it's like, if people are mean to me, it's Jover. It's really Jover. So yeah, and other YouTubers talk a lot about like you have to have a thick skin to do YouTube, and like I understand that. I definitely do. And I'm trying to like acquire a thicker skin. I'm gonna get some water. One moment. I'm gonna mute me. But yeah. Yeah, I think like, especially like when people with like the voice thing, like I'm obviously a trans man. Like I've been very vocal about that with like my bio and stuff like that. But with people like saying they would preach creativity and build up their brand, quote unquote, kind of based on their views and opinions on things, but the way they shared their opinions was through other people. I agree. It's just really gross from the perspective of creative. Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you create stuff, I feel the same way being in academia. Just got a funding application rejected. Oh no. And I've been in the it's Jover mood for so long. Ah, dude, I'm so sorry. That really sucks. Shit, yeah. I mean, yeah. Funding applications get rejected a lot. Like I sent in a funding application from my school, praying I get it. Like, and it's not serious. So if like, please don't like worry, don't. So, but I do hope I get it, because I'm working and volunteering over the summer at like this little indie museum, and I'm really excited about it. But on topic, whenever I make YouTube videos, and very occasionally, I have to say, people are like, I hate your voice. And I'm like, okay, but you don't have to watch the video. You know what I mean? Watching my videos is not a requirement at all to live. And it's sort of just like, and being transmasc and hearing that, I don't know. But also, like, a lot of people are so nice about my videos. Like, incredibly. And I never want to give in to, like, the very small amount of negativity that happens. Wait, it's not? I don't... Are you referring to something? I feel like you are. You'll have Orange Juice Enjoyer. You'll have to clarify on that one, because I switched topics like 17 times in the last 2 seconds. I need to go to the bathroom, so I will be right back. XOXO. Thank you. Channel isn't mandatory. Oh, okay. Thank you, Worm. I appreciate that. I just had to go for a sec. 1 second. Forgot chat was delayed low. It happens. I was referring to you saying, watching your channel isn't mandatory. Oh, it is funny. Don't worry. I just realized your PFP is a literal orange bottle. I love that. Yeah, it's really funny. Thank you, Worm. I appreciate that. Here, I'll show you the full thing. Gotta build the brand. Exactly. Gotta build the brand. Here's the full thing. I try to show it sometimes, like throughout the stream, because I'm really zoomed in, and because I'm like detailing right now, y'all. But yeah, what was I talking about? I was talking about something. I was talking about probably 17 different things. But yeah, I feel like yeah, once I realized that I needed to take a little bit of a break from YouTube, it felt like really demoralizing, because I was like, are people still gonna be interested and come back? Thank you, Worm. I appreciate that. I really do. I'm just gonna check something. 495. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, but like, people have been so nice. Genuinely. And it's I realized that like I need to get my thoughts out, and if people watch, that's fantastic. And at the same time, I do this mainly for the love of the game. I'm new here, so can I get the Sunny lore? How did you get into making videos? Thank you, Sad Fox. Oh, and don't worry, I know you from Ophi streams. Don't worry, I see you. Yeah, so I got into making videos, so I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos. I have always, since I was 13 years old, girl, I don't know your gender, sorry. Since I was 13 years old, I have watched so much YouTube. I think it started with Swoozy, old YouTuber, then Jaden Animations. I could like name them all, but I really loved the animation, like community, the old animation community. I think it was so much fun, and it really got me hooked on YouTube, and I never really lost that. That love of like kind of animated videos. And if you know my work, yeah, I go by she, her. Oh, cool. If you've seen like a little bit of my work, you'll probably know it's not animated, because I don't have the skills to do that. The skills are willpower. But one day I was like, you know what, fuck it. I just have to do this. And it was on fan labor, my first video, and it was in November. And it was, first of all, Ofi Doki is the GOAT. I just want to say, because I became friends with Ophi. She is a brilliant YouTuber. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Orange Enjoyer. I love that. Your personality. But yeah. Thank you. But yeah, I followed Ophi on Twitter one day. And YouTube is probably one of the few main open also, hey, hi, social platforms I still regularly use. That's very fair. Very fair. And basically, when Twitter was, no, Twitter was still bad. But when I still used Twitter, it basically, Ophi followed me back. We started talking on the timeline, and at the time, please, with most YouTubers, you're not gonna get this. Like, most YouTubers, you're probably not gonna have this experience with, but even with, like, and I've chatted with Ophi about this, it was kind of like a very special situation of, like, we really clicked on the timeline. And one day I took the shot and I was like, hey, Ophi, can either she did it or I did it. I don't remember. Can I have your Discord? And basically we became really fast friends. And this is important, I promise, to, like, my YouTube career. And I was talking with Ophi a lot about, like, a YouTube idea I had on, like, fan labor, and she was just so encouraging. Like, you guys have no idea, like, she's genuinely such a good person. And basically, she really encouraged me, and having a YouTuber that I looked up to and I was forming, like, a friendship with, like, say, I think you can really do this, was incredibly cool. I'm getting emotional. And basically I made the video, and it took off. Like, I was really surprised. And not to be, like, one of those people that was like, I never thought this would happen, but it's true. It really took off in a way that I didn't expect, right off the bat. And Ophi, like, was so enthusiastic about it. And you really need a person a person like that, just, like, cheering you on, is really cool. Especially at the beginning. Like, if it's a friend, it can be an enemy, it can be a family member. I truly do think having a person just, like, say, I really think you can do this, it was a main factor in in me starting. And basically, Ophi is so great. She's too good for this world. Yeah, literally. I will attest to that. But yeah, basically, after a while, I didn't, like, depend. I want to say this. I did not depend on Ophi's encouragement. Like, you and Ophi's friendship is genuinely so wholesome. I love it so much. Thank you. Yeah, I think it is. I didn't want to, like, fully depend on Ophi, like, cheering me on. We still do that. Like, every single video, we watch it immediately. Her and I and Marty. Marty is a friend too. I love Marty, by the way. Marty's great. We have a group chat, and it's really cool. But I didn't want to depend on it, and because, like, I wanted the encouragement to come from myself, and that takes a lot. It takes a lot to, like, say I can do this because I say I can, especially from someone who has learning disabilities. By the way, that's the full thing if you're just coming in. Especially someone who has learning disabilities. I don't know. And then I started making videos, And I started showing them to my friends, which I still do, to be honest. Like, I think my friends are really cool. And sometimes my friends even see my videos out in the wild, which is crazy. Um, and one day I showed my dad my YouTube channel. And if like the people who know, I love my dad. I showed him my YouTube channel and he was really cool about it. And he still watches all my videos. And one time, we were just sitting down on the couch. I was visiting home. Oh, bye, Orange Juice Enjoyer. It was so nice to have you. It was so nice to have you. But we were sitting on the couch, and my dad got one of my videos recommended, and he was like, "You're on the big screen now. You're like so." I don't know. I feel like I have the privilege of having good people in my life. And I feel like, I don't know, it's why I make YouTube videos. Like, I think, like, I make YouTube videos to get my thoughts out first and foremost, and, like, to make them, but also, like, to have that feedback. I think. I think it's fun. I think it's Gucci. Plus, I love, like, I realized, ever since, like, I made YouTube channels, my viewers like to yap, which is super cool. Usually in, comment sections, I've seen, like one sentence replies, or, like, just, like, not really. It was really great to talk here for a bit, and I love the encouragement today. Hi! It was really good to talk. But basically, where was I going with this? Yeah. I love that my viewers, like, really love to talk, because I feel like it's more of a community and more of a give and take. And I hope this doesn't like sound parasocial, because I hope it doesn't, like, sound like I'm trying to be parasocial and stuff, but I don't know, I really like seeing regulars in my chat, and really, 1 second, checking something. Ooh, I hit 500 on the last video. That's cool. But yeah, I do it, 1, for myself, 2, for my dad, 3, for my viewers. I'm sorry you guys are so low. I really am. My apologies. But yeah, I don't know. And I feel like everyone's gonna have a different, motivator. But yeah, that's how I got started, because I love YouTube. I watch at least 2 hours a day, which is crazy. I would not recommend that for normal people. Normal, stable people do not watch that much YouTube, I don't believe, a day. Like, but I always have. It's like my TV, basically. Yeah, and having a small channel is really cool, because people are really nice. Honestly, I think we viewers like to yap, because we like to give feedback. Yeah. Also, hi, cool dude. Nice to see you. Yeah, I really do, and I feel like my comment section is really cool, because I get a lot of feedback, and that's really awesome. I got one thing of feedback in my last kind of teaser for my video, and it was like, hey, you said that Michelangelo painted this. I'm the same way. I watch YouTube a lot, so I get it. Literally. One of my viewers was like, hey, you said Michelangelo painted this statue. what are you talking about? He sculpted it. And I was like, I misspoke. I'm so sorry, but I'm not recording it again. I'm really not. Like, I know it's annoying to like misspeak, to have a YouTuber misspeak. It's not that deep. I researched the video. I did a lot of work on it, but in the first 10 seconds, I fumbled. I really did. I really did, guys. I fumbled. Oh, we're an hour in. Awesome. An hour strong. Yeah, let me take some water to celebrate. Okay, I'm just gonna retweet or repost the Blue Sky post so people see it. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. I never go through the trouble of commenting that. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it was more of like a, hey, they did say like, this is a good video. So like, I didn't take it in a bad way. But it was more of like a, damn it. It was more like a, ooh, you got me. You got me. Yeah. But yeah, I'm almost done rendering this hair. I'm so close. We're so close, chat. We really are. But yeah, I sometimes like I don't have the time to read 50 comments, which is awesome, by the way. I really love the feedback, like, but I'm also like a full-time college student. And at that point, it's like, sometimes I have to sacrifice making videos in order to do schoolwork or to have like a life. But I still have YouTube in my heart. Don't worry. It's always there. I was really surprised that people are showing up for the latest teaser because, first of all, the teaser was like a minute long. I am not personally, usually I try to I draw while I listen to YouTube, and I usually go for like an hour long video, which is insane, really insane. But I'm really like surprised, thankful that people are engaging with the new teaser and hyped. I just wanted to, mostly for the teaser, I wanted to be like, hey, I'm alive, I'm working on a new video. And guys, oh, I forgot to tell y'all, I have my first sponsor. Where did they, oh yeah, so I don't know, I think I'm allowed to say, but it's really cool. I'm really excited for it. I'm nervous because the sponsor, it's a website, and I already had an account before they reached out to me, and so it was wild to get that email, because usually sponsors go for like YouTubers that are WoW based. Congrats on the sponsor. Thank you. I'm really excited. I was very surprised. But usually sponsors go for YouTubers 10,000. And I know this because of other YouTuber friends understand that from my understanding. But like, they contacted me, and I was, because I already used the site. Okay, let me just be clear. It's on Veil. And let me just be clear. Let me be clear. It's on Veil, and I think I'm allowed to say that. If I'm not, I will private the VOD. and it's I'm so thrilled because they're really nice. Like, for the record, I'm paid for the video. I'm not paid right now. I really want to be clear about that. I'm paid during the upcoming video, not for the stream. Really, really want to be clear about that. I am not getting paid for this. Like, right now, I mean. But they contacted me, and I was really surprised. But they're just really nice and chill, because I've seen my YouTuber friends, the other emails they've gotten, and I think it's partially because probably mostly because I do a lot of art in my videos. They really liked the Steven Universe one, which was interesting because that one, like, I kind of assumed if I was going to get a sponsor, it would have been the How We Treat Trans Characters one, because it got more views. So I think that was really interesting. Is the music stopped, or let me just see real quick. Oh yeah, there we go. 1 second. Just seeing how many views the other thing has gotten. But yeah, otherwise, yeah, I keep saying it, but it really is an outlier. And I'm not trying to brag at all. I'm more trying to convey that, like, they seem to, like, go for content and videos that, like, make sense for the website instead of, like, just contacting random YouTubers. I've heard from other friends of mine in the YouTube space that get contacted for, like, YouTube affiliate links, and I don't think I would do that. Like, if you promote, I think it's like if you promote this YouTube affiliate thing, then you get money from it. I don't think, like, okay, if Clip Studio Paint gave me an affiliate link, I would love that. First of all, that would be based. But I think I would have to care about the product. Like, I think I would have to give a shit. Like, yeah. And I feel like sometimes some YouTubers, not my friends, first of all, just take some sponsorships, and you know what? Everyone's got to make money, but you have to vet it first. Like, some YouTube sponsorships have, like, what is it? BetterHelp? No. I don't really trust online therapy that markets with YouTubers, and I know that's, like, not, I don't know if that's a good opinion or not, but it just doesn't rub me the right way. It's like, if you have to market yourself from a YouTuber, I don't know about that one. Because I feel like YouTube is a great place for a lot of things. But I think if you're, like, I think I would trust it from, like, a therapist on YouTube. Because there are some therapists that make content or make videos. And I think I would trust that rather than a random, like, commentary YouTuber, and this is no shade, random commentary YouTuber being like, here's BetterHelp. What? I wish Trixie and Katya got a better sponsorship. And don't get me wrong, I love Trixie and Katya. They're so good. But it's sort of just like, guys, come on. Wait, BetterHelp is not good, and I know, I've seen a few of their comments that are like, hey, BetterHelp really is damaging. I mean, if they're spending that much on YouTube sponsorships, which some of them people are not chipped, then I can't help but wonder how much they're spending on the product. I agree. Like, yeah. Like, and for stuff like that is kind of low stakes, I don't mind. It's just the problem of priorities, in my opinion. Yeah. For stuff that is low stakes, I find it fine. Like with Ophi and Balesa. I don't think, like, Balesa is, if you get a, you know what, I'm an SFW, but never mind. Because, I just realized I have a channel that is all ages. Never mind. But, stuff that is low stakes and are not, as high stakes as, like, therapy, I think that's fine. I really do. Because everyone has to eat. Everyone has to make money. Like, I clearly agree. And for the record, I don't make money off of YouTube. Except for the new sponsor. Like, I legitimately... And that's, like, okay. For me. But for other people, it's their full-time job. And I completely respect that. 514. Ooh, I'm getting more views on my teaser. Sorry, I get distracted. But yeah, I'm glad really side note, but I'm really glad the Wi-Fi is so much better in my new place. Because my dorm Wi-Fi, not good. It really wasn't. But yeah, anyways. Like, and I hate when people take, sponsorships that are not disclosed. That makes me mad. Because, like, you are completely betraying your audience at that point. You are shilling out, not to be like that guy, but you are literally selling out. Because, like, you're breaking your audience's trust. Absolutely. And I'm saying this as a viewer. I'm not trying to seem better than, holier than thou as a YouTuber. Alleged YouTuber. As my friends say. As I say, actually. But if you're lying to your viewers, I have no respect for you. And I don't usually take that lightly. There we go. Perfect. People sometimes ask me what my brushes are. It's the hard round brush with density low. It is nothing special. I feel like, it's honestly really a little bit confusing because my art, kind of wouldn't work with a texture brush. Like, it just doesn't look the same. This hair is almost done and I'm really happy about it. Damn, that's brutal. But yeah. I don't know. With sponsorships and stuff, I'm only so passionate about it because I'm a viewer, too. I'm not just, like, a creator. I'm a hefty, I am always viewing YouTube. If I may request another piece of Sunny lore, how did you get into drawing? What are your art influences? Yeah, no worries. How I got into drawing. Interesting. Very interesting. Second. But yeah. So I was drawing from a young age, and you have to understand. So you know Homestuck? you know Homestuck? Like, if you don't, that's alright. It's a webcomic, slash everything. It's kind of everything, to be honest. But, like, I started drawing because of that. I'm not even gonna lie. I can pinpoint. I don't think, like, a lot of artists pinpoint the exact Yeah. Like, I still like Homestuck. Yeah, I still like Homestuck. Like, don't get me wrong. I just recognize more flaws in it, so I'm more tentative in liking it. But yeah, I basically started because I was a little bit annoying. OMG Homestuck, the whole reason why I was subbed. Yeah, thank you for subbing, cool dude. I appreciate it. I don't know if I don't know if you're here from my HSAU stuff or my Homestuck video, but either way, I love to have you here. Yeah, I made a video on Homestuck, which did really well. Homestuck alternate universe, more like. But otherwise, I got into Homestuck at a very early age, possibly too early. But I remember absolutely adoring it. I also got into Ava's Demon, if you guys know that one. I still very much keep up with Ava's Demon. Michelle Fuss, who is one of my main inspirations to this day, I am obsessed with her art. I wouldn't say I have a parasocial relationship, but I do with her art, if that makes any sense. And ooh, the face is being covered. My bad. Okay. But like, I mean, I'll always be indebted to Homestuck in that way. Because I don't know, I just saw it and I was like, oh, anyone can make art. I can make art. Popped in my brain. Seeing really, like, and I'm not saying Homestuck art is bad, I don't think it is, but I do think at several times it's very simple, and so that made me realize, art can be very simple. So I started drawing and I never stopped, until actually, I used to draw a lot of fan art, and I don't draw much fan art anymore. Only because, like, I have a lot more. I just think my priorities changed. Like, there's nothing wrong with drawing fan art. Nothing at all. Like, more power to you. But I do realize that original works get a lot less attention, and that's okay. Like, I will make them better for people. Art can be simple, he says, as he makes a masterpiece in real time. Thank you. I didn't realize the implications of that. Yeah, my bad. That's kind of funny, not gonna lie. Let me get some water. Okay. Yeah. But, like, I'm really serious about that. But yeah, I think, like, it was easier for me to make fan art because I didn't really have a lot of original ideas. And I say original in the way that's, like, non-fan art, not in the, like, pretentious way, I don't think. In the, like, original art is better. I don't really think it is. I think they both have merit. And, like, I don't know. I feel like with original art, hi, Cataclysm. Regarding spotting issues, I got into Homestuck as an adult, but it was prior to ADHD events and realizing just how I dissociate, so I obviously adored it once the hyperfixation kicked in. Definitely, yeah. It was years of just Homestuck. And, like, I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like I learned a lot from my Homestuck years. I don't do a lot of Homestuck work anymore. The video was kind of like an outlier, but I still, yeah, I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. Oh, and by the way, this is the full illustration if you have not seen it before. But yeah, I think Yeah, I make a lot more original artworks. I started drawing because I loved art so much. And I never really stopped until um for the past year or so, until very recently, I stopped drawing illustrations almost completely. There are a couple that I did, and I joke around like I was charging up, but I think I really was. Because I realized that I didn't need to be smart and have a thesis for my personal art, if that makes sense. I go to college for visual art, and I always think like I have to tie everything together to like this grand idea. And I realized that that was really stressing me out, to be frank. Um, and one day, like about 2 weeks ago, this is really recent. About 2 weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I want to draw a pretty princess. Here, I'm going to show you guys. I want to draw a pretty princess, and you cannot stop me. And let me just get it. Was it this one? It was this one. So this is it. And I drew this, and it really like ignited a spark in me that was not there for a very long time. And so I kept making it, and it started being fun again. And I think art being fun is just so necessary for me. And it's like a lightning strike that I have to argue with, that I have to compromise and argue and fight for my vision to be realized. Like, yeah. And I think this one especially is really turning out like I thought it would be. Because it's one of those times where the thought of it in my head was kind of, the execution was kind of better than the thought in my head, which was really cool. That doesn't happen a lot. And it was really nice. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, getting into art was probably the best instinct I've ever had. I love art so much. And for like that year that I was really in that art block, I was like, am I an artist? Question mark. And that really hit. That feeling of like, am I really an artist if I don't draw? Yes, I was, and I am, because like art block doesn't make you less of an artist. You know what I mean? It makes you human. It makes you more of an artist, actually. Yeah, because lots of artists go through periods in their lives where they're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I find that to be very normal. I know I'm getting real. No, I'm getting a tad bit real in it. But I believe it. I really believe in it. Yeah. One second, I'm just trying to figure this curl out. Alright, checking the video analytics. 514. Yay, it's doing well! I didn't expect this video to do well. Huh. Anyways. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it's so easy to, like, give up. Well, sometimes. Occasionally it's easy to give up. But you have to persevere. You know what I mean? Because when I got into like YouTube, illustration kind of took on the back burner, which isn't like a bad thing. But then I had to put YouTube on the back burner for personal stuff like moving. And that took a hit. But I feel like I'm back on track, you know what I mean? I didn't expect the stream to get so personal. My bad. But all this to say, I think it's like very normal to just stop drawing for a bit. Just gonna retweet the blue sky thingy. Post. Un momento. Yeah. And if I were to go back and show this to my like younger self, I think he would piss his pants. In the like excited way, in the nice way. Because I try to think of that when I'm making art. Like, what would my young self say if he saw this? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think like, and with fan art and stuff, I try to like, I do fan art very occasionally, usually for Undertale, which is playing, I think. I think this may be Deltarune, actually. Deltarune tomorrow, by the way. Deltarune tomorrow. But like, it's hard for me to get into like new media, especially since like I love to draw while I watch like media, like YouTube videos. But a lot of the media I like are very visual intensive. I don't think I could reread Homestuck like fully. I think I would just collapse. I mean, portions I can reread, but yeah. I also took, on the topic of ADHD meds, I took my ADHD meds today, and that's why we are an hour and like 30 minutes in. Ah yes, the classic Homestuck to Undertale pipeline. Yeah, I mean, like, I really loved there's one thing that genuinely does bother me when I make Undertale videos. It's the Toby Fox fanfiction. I hate it so. People will comment and like, I think they're being very nice, very cool, and then they'll be like, here's exactly what I think Toby is going through right now. And I just am like, and they're like super specific and really, I'm content with being able to read Vestair. Hopefully, really hoping to get that spark of love for reading back soon. That's very fair. I love that for you. Yeah. Because reading is cool. I love reading. But I can never do it, which sucks. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, people will write paragraphs upon paragraphs of like, here's what I think. Not even what I think, just like, here's what Toby Fox is going through. And I'm like, you don't know that. You don't know him. You know what I mean? I just like, it's so parasocial. And it's very uncomfortable for me because they're usually being very nice and they're trying to like add to the conversation. And it just falls on deaf ears for me. Because I never, I don't know. I would never, because just assuming what he's going through in such detail, it feels weird. I don't know. And maybe Toby Fox doesn't care. I don't know. But you don't know either. Like, you as in the royal you. Like, nobody really knows what's going on behind the curtain. I used to write My Chemical Romance fanfic. Oh my god. I feel like I'm in a confessional. That's funny. Yeah, real people fiction is interesting. But I'm more talking about people who are writing it without knowing they're writing it. And I think that makes me madder. Like, it's so normalized to assume what creators are thinking, what creators are doing, and it's maddening. Yeah, like, especially with my Undertale Yellow whatchamacallit, video. People were not rude, but like, well, if I think Toby Fox feels really like he needs to live up to Undertale Yellow, and I'm like, since when? Did he say that? No, he did not. You did not say that. Toby Fox did not say that. Real people fiction, I understand that a lot of it is like from kids, and like, I get that. Like, I'm not gonna harp on it too much. I understand that, but it is a bit uncomfortable. Like, especially when people like are actively, like, not Toby Fox, but people like celebrities are actively like, hey, this is really, like, my relationships are kind of suffering because of this, you know what I mean? Like Harry Styles or whatever. Like the Larry. I only know this because of other YouTube videos, by the way. I'm not special. I wasn't ever in the fandom. Let me get some water. Oh, the hair looks good. It's looking good. Alright, let me just check everything. One moment. I just hope Toby's alright and enjoying his current life. And success. Not an expectation is a good wish. Yeah, that is good. Like, you can wish him well. Absolutely. I encourage that. Like, wishing him well, being like encouraging. Because that's cool, in my opinion. I am cool with non-parasocial encouragement. Like, that's really awesome. Because at the end of the day, I understand a lot of people writing real people fiction is children. I gotta head out now, but it was lovely hanging out and the drawing looks great. Yeah, goodbye. To be honest, I have to head out too because I am tired. But this was really fun. This was awesome. Thank you guys so much for the stream. Yeah, this was really fun. Night. Here, let me just end the stream.